Let us see the principle on which the fuse wire works. The fuse works on the principle of heating effect of current. Again, I have already explained you. I once again repeat, heating effect of current means whenever electricity passes through a wire, after some time the wire gets heated. That is known as heating effect of the current. Now let us consider a fuse wire of length L having the radius small r, and the specific resistance of that material is rho. We have already studied all this earlier. Now we know that rho is given as r L upon A, where A is pi r square. So when you write that equation in terms of capital R resistance, you get R is equal to rho L upon pi r square. Now because of the current flowing in it, heat is going to be produced, and that heat is given as H is equal to I square R. So what we will do over here, instead of R, we will put rho L upon pi r square. Just a simple substitution. H is equal to I square R. This is the equation given for heat generated. You don't have the derivation of this. Instead of R, now I will write rho L upon pi r square. In the last lesson, you have studied this. Now let T be the temperature of the surrounding of the fuse wire. Okay. And due to excess heat, the temperature is going to rise. So that rise in the temperature be delta T. Now we will see further how to change this equation. Now going further, the loss of heat by radiation per second is given by this. H is equal to 4 sigma T cube delta T into 2 pi RL. You don't have the derivation of this equations. It is in the 11th and 12th standard, and this is a new addition they have done in this book. Just remember this expression, that loss of heat by radiation is given as this. Now when the wire gets heated, that heat is going to be radiated, into the surroundings. Now that loss of heat is given as 4 sigma T cube, where T is the temperature of the current surrounding, delta T is the rise in the temperature due to the increase in current, and 2 pi r is that area of cross section, and L is the length. And this sigma, it is nothing but it's a constant which is 5.67 into 10 raised to minus 8 Weber per meter square Kelvin raised to minus 4. Just remember these figures. And in the equilibrium condition from equation 1 and 2, heat given out is equal to heat that is taken. Heat lost is equal to heat gain. You have studied in the heat chapter, I think in standard 8th or 7th. Now we will equate both these equations. Now when we equate, because what is the earlier equation, L square rho L upon pi r square, we saw that is the heat generated. So that is in the LHS. Heat generated is always equal to the heat lost, and heat lost is H. So equating both, we get this equal to this. And the temperature of the fuse wire above the surrounding will be how much? That is the delta T. Get the same expression, make delta T as the subject, you will get this. Then it will become L square, because there are two L, LHS and RHS mein, so it will get multiplied. And finally you get delta T is equal to rho upon 8 pi square sigma T square T cube into L square upon R cube. Or you can simply write, now this numerator, rho is a constant, 8 is a constant, pi square is a constant, sigma is a constant, T is constant, surrounding temperature is constant. So this entire thing is constant. What is variable is your I square and R cube. Okay, L and L gets cut. You will do the derivation in the notebook once and see the calculations. If you don't understand, you please ask me on the group. So delta T we can write down is directly proportional to I square upon R cube. So rise in temperature is directly proportional to I square, and rise in temperature is inversely proportional to R cube. So we can say that the temperature, rise in temperature of the fuse wire depends upon the current rating I, that is the square of the current, and inversely proportional to the cube of the radius. So it is directly proportional to the square of the current and inversely proportional to the cube of the radius, and it does not depend upon the length of the wire. कितना लंबा वायर है उसका कुछ असर नहीं होता है उसके ऊपर, कितना करंट पास हो रहा है और वायर का थिकनेस कितना है. Okay, that it depends on. It does not depend upon the length of the wire, but it depends upon the thickness of the wire, and that is why delta T is directly proportional to I square upon R cube.